Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your June and July reading. This is Donatella, Empress of Swords. I want to apologize for the glare. I feel like it was really appropriate to have the sunset for you. So I want to talk to you because right now I have to do the June and July readings now late because I understand that the energy is holding me until I'm allowed to put out that energy, okay? Here's what's going on for you. Right now on your mind, you have some kind of loss of finances. You're thinking about that right now. There's an opportunity that is not starting for you. And at the same time, you're thinking about some kind of, you were tied to something, whether it was an addiction to a relationship or addiction to a drug or addiction to shopping, or you were connected to something or someone. You were holding on to something. And there was a lot of heartache, okay? And most of the time you were just focused on the negative of that situation. And I have the Devil card in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. So it's tied to a commitment that you had. There's a commitment that you thought about and it stopped. And it's on your mind a lot. It really, like, everything that causes this relationship to not work out is really, really on your mind. And but right now, currently, you feel like you're the magician. Like you can have it all. You could do it all. You want to start a business, you could do it all. But I feel like the Queen of Wands is in your way. So the first card right in the center is the Magician. You are like ready to go. You have so much ammunition. You have so much energy. You're ready to go. You are the Magician. But the Queen of Wands is in your way. I think you want to collaborate with her. This could be a fire sign. This could be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. This person, I feel like you need their help so that way, or, like you're waiting on them to decide to do something with you, but I feel like they're stopping you from succeeding with something. I feel like you need something from them, or you want to obtain that energy from them so that way you could do something with them, or go somewhere or do something, or maybe you want their energy. So I feel like maybe you're missing their energy, and maybe if you had their energy, you would be able to do something like that. But I feel like one of the things that is stopping you is probably the commitment that has not been working out. But in the recent past, and actually in the distant past, you worked on getting out of your anxiety from this commitment. But in the recent past, I feel like it's really back and forth, Capricorn. You were getting out of anxiety, and then you realized that what this person was your wish. But then at the time, you didn't realize that they were your wish. And now it's like the star in reverse. It's like it was your wish, but then it wasn't your wish, and then you realized it was your wish, but that was the recent past. And it's like there's nothing that you could do about it. It's like it is what it is. And then all of a sudden, maybe like in about 2-3 weeks in time from the time that you watch this video, there's a very important person in your life. Queen of Swords. Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Or it doesn't have to be one of these signs. If this person is a significant sign in your life, Capricorn, then this person is going to be very important to what your situation is in these next couple weeks. This is connected to a betrayal. Either you had betrayed this person, Capricorn, maybe you lied to them and you did something behind their back, or they did something behind your back. But it has to do with a structure of a home not working out. Maybe someone in the family was not happy with how things were being constructed. There may have been a Leo involved with that construction. Or maybe you were like really strong in your will. Because I feel like the Strength card is next to the King of Pentacles card, and that's usually your card. But I feel like maybe you kind of forced your will. Something's telling me you only saw your own perspective. You only saw your own perspective. There's a divide between a bunch of people. And you're thinking that as they have their own agenda, I'm not responsible for their happiness. And that keeps you stuck. Because as soon as these situations all work out, as soon as you look at everybody's like situation, if this is Bob, Sally, Joe, they all need like help. And I feel like you haven't had the time, Or maybe they haven't had the time to think about you, or maybe you've been thinking about all the suffering that you've been going through that you're not thinking that they probably need help. But you feel like you're stuck because if you're this female, or maybe there's a woman that you're thinking about, it's really pausing you. I feel like you're trying to move forward, and there's something about this situation that is not allowing you to move forward. And because there's a person that you have met that you know that everyone's agenda is affecting you, but there's a woman, either this is you or the woman that you are in love with. You know that when you have love towards this woman, the world changes. It revolves. And if it's not the right one, the world doesn't progress. You're left out in the cold. So Capricorn, you'll know who this person is when you're financially abundant in your life. If this person is like constantly working towards it. But I feel like you only looked at it in your perspective and you just held on too tight. You're probably dealing with either a Libra or a Taurus. Or if this is you, you felt like you were really taken really well care of. But I don't think you saw it at the time. And I feel like maybe in about 4 weeks from now, you're going to realize that maybe you had not put that much investment in that person. This is going to... It's going to be like an awakening time for you, Capricorn. I think that there was some time that you realized that you were probably around a person that was the Queen of Wands that made you think that things were supposed to be very rigid. And when that could be a fire sign. This person taught you a lot about tough love, and I feel like you were probably left out. I have a feeling that you're going to have like a conversation with a Virgo. You're going to have a conversation with a Virgo, and this conversation with Virgo makes you realize about control issues. Or maybe this person had control issues on you. But the veil is lifted. And there's 2 options that are coming up, okay? There's one that you feel like it's not satisfying, and then there's one that's like a burden that you have to really work hard on. And the person that has the answers to this, that can satisfy this, between you and this person, is a Sagittarius. If there's a Sagittarius in between you, this person can level it out as long as you can answer to both what that Sagittarius needs. So let's just say if Capricorn, let's just say, for example, if your mother-in-law is Libra, Queen of Swords, and your spouse is Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is upset, you need to make it good with Sagittarius before you can get to the Libra to make that better, or vice versa, for example. There is a Sagittarius, you might need to ask around. If there may be a Sagittarius that is very close to a Libra, or a air sign that you're very close to. It doesn't have to be a Libra, but it could be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. This person is very connected to the Sagittarius. You might not know them yet, but this person has to do with your commitment to the Libra. I got the commitment card. Let's see what this is about. There's some loose ends that were never connected. You've been trying to be okay, but you're not okay. There's some deception that has gone around you, but there's a Sagittarius that can help fix this problem. This Libra needs to talk to you, or this air sign needs to talk to you and the Sagittarius. You guys need to talk together, it seems like. Number 36. There's a Virgo too in conversation with you. Or maybe you might go by yourself and you might figure this out. Okay, so this could work 2 ways. If the Sagittarius is not sent to you to fix this, because if you want to fix this, you could go towards the Sagittarius or the Libra, either or. But If the Libra is away, then the Sagittarius steps in angrily. If the Sagittarius is away, then the Libra steps in. Either way, the Virgo might know something. Or maybe when you're by yourself, you might figure out something, if that makes any sense. I know it sounds really confusing. But it seems like you've been in hiding. And there has to be some conversation. But there's no patience. I feel like you're starting to get angry. And you don't want to give out the love. But it's frustrating to you because you're wondering why the success is not coming towards you. And what I'm telling you is that the person that you're truly in love with, the one that you know is the one that it's just too much of a burden, it's too hard. You're abundant when you are satisfying that relationship. And you've seen that yourself. You're only abundant when you're satisfying that relationship. And it's just so much hard work that you're just like, fuck. How much do I have to do? But it's really not that much to do. It's just a part of life. Okay, commitment, number 36. A true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metamorphical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you are committing to, be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership with spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage in the highest self in another. I want to pull a couple more cards for you, Capricorn. So that way you can have some strength on your journey. I know you've been trying to focus on your finances, and I feel like there is some kind of answers that you need. Okay. Capricorn. I've been telling you, okay? You're not believing me right now. But it's your perception. Your perception to make excuses for deception. There's a commitment that you have to honor. And then it's you created your own perception. You're just like, I got away with it because I created this excuse. This is what the cards are telling me. You've said to yourself, I'm going to stop everything. But once you stop everything, you're going to start rushing again. Because there's going to be some kind of epiphany that comes towards you. And you're hoping it's not too late. You're hoping it's not too late. Because your intuition is off. But you're going to try to muster everything up at the very end of this. And you're going to try to put things in the right perspective. But I'm telling you, if you're not going to be this fire sign, the King of Wands is the last card that I get. So either a Leo or a Sagittarius or an Aries is going to make some waves because your intuition was off. Or you are going to fix this with a Sagittarius or a fire sign. There's some kind of fire sign that's coming into your vicinity. Because you're realizing that you're not abundant without this person. There's some kind of person that gives you luxury. You've realized it. Like there's something about them that has so much, and that's why you felt like you were so addicted to this. But you feel like when you disconnect, it's like you're not the king. I don't know, but it's like you're not listening to your intuition. I'm telling you, there is a Sagittarius in your vicinity somewhere. Because if you don't feel like you have the action to do what you must do, because I feel like you've been deceiving yourself. There is a Sagittarius that this person is linked to. If they have a friend or a mother, find out who the Sagittarius is that's connected to the person that you're trying to connect with that you have a problem with. Once you have a conversation with them, things will start making more sense. If you've ever wanted to feel better, this way will feel better. So it's up to you. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. But it's how you perceive it. It's really, really how you perceive it to get everything that you wanted, Capricorn. I love you guys so much. I really do. But right now is the time to start talking. I know you've been used to being by yourself. You haven't been able to trust anybody, but whoever has your back is that Sagittarius. Because they're always looking for justice and truth and everything to be right. Okay? They're trying to be a fair person too. So there is a fire sign that could give you some power soon. Or you're going to turn into this fire sign and you're going to give it power. But there's a relationship that means a lot to you. And you're going to start... Let me see what you're going to start doing. Because it just... All I see is like this communication that needs to happen. These thoughts and these ideas. I know that you want a commitment in a life. Of a home. You're starting to think about commitment. Like really, really heavily. But these options keep coming up. And you're trying to get away from the options now. So that's where you're getting at. Getting away from the options. All right, well, let's see what happens with the fire sign. Let me know, you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. And let me know what happens. Thank you, guys.